What's up, everybody, and welcome to
The Little Big Cast.
We're four players searching for that elusive game-life balance. On today's show, we go crazy, literally. That's why I can't talk. We go crazy about the phenomenon of Pokemon Go.
Gotta catch 'em.
You guys are going to sing.
I can't do it.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is episode 103 of The Little Big Cast. Welcome.
Team Mystic.
Awesome.
Welcome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Little Big Cast. My name is Jeff Hawks. As always, thank you for joining us. I'm joined today by, the full crew.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. It's been a little while.
Big time.
Hi, friends.
Since you weren't here last time.
I know, I missed the time.
Let's start off with Drew. How you doing,
Right.
man? What's going on?
I'll tell you exactly what's going on. I'm here. We're in my basement, so we've decided to kind of gather everybody together in the smallest room of my house.
It's snuggly.
Well, actually, I got smaller, but it made it sound like this room is the smallest. No. But I figured I had all these toys to play with, and I'd want to see how they look, so we're just playing with fun toys. I have been up to this. This is what I've been up to, is building this stuff and playing with things. So last weekend I went down to this, what is this sports thing they do with the big round orange ball? They put it in a hoop? Basketball.
There you go.
So I went to the NBA Summer League down in Vegas, and I know nothing of sports, but I got to hang out there for a couple of days and watch all of the teams bring their, summer players? What is it? Their
summer
crop.
The crop, right? The summer
Yeah.
crop, right? They put them all together and they make them fight, and then the winner gets points, I guess.
Do they die? Does Luda die? Is it like
I don't remember
Thunderdome?
anybody dying. But they did that.
I'd watch that. That's cool. No, I was watching your post, and
Did you watch them all?
I did. I talked to you. I told Leon. I was like, "Hey, this is what Drew's doing," and he was like, "Oh, it's awesome. It really
Cool.
sucks he doesn't like basketball."
I know.
It's
It's like the mecca of the coolest new crop.
He's like, "That's a sweet gig."
That's what I figured. So I did try to make some people jealous because I was like, I don't even care about this stuff. But yet here I am. But it was kind of fun. So my job was there to live stream for NBA TV. So NBA TV was picking up all the games that ESPN wasn't picking up.
That's awesome.
And I got to just I was a vendor with NBA TV, so I was like, they just fed me and kind of hung out for a couple hours, and they'd be like, okay, we're going to go live now. So I'd wander up there and I'd be like, all right, you going to hit that button? You going to hit that button? Is that all? Yeah, that's it. And I'm just going to sit back and watch you guys go. And then at the end, I'd be like, okay, that worked great. That didn't work so great. Let's fix this. That was it. Short and easy.
You were so fancy.
I know. It felt fancy,
You're
right?
going all over the place. So that's the NBA.
That was NBA.
Mashable. Recently.
BuzzFeed
recently.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
Next week, there's this much of a chance that it'll be, get this, the Republican National Convention.
Really?
Like this much.
Wow.
And I'm just like, another place I don't really desire to go, but I might. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I'm busy. So this is my summer. This has been my summer fun, is playing with live streaming on Facebook and just kind of getting to know the setup and how to run graphics and how to make pretty shows, basically. So if you comment below, we'll be able to throw your graphics up with your pretty face. It's like,
Pretty face.
here we go. I'll put that in, and then I can come over here and make a little graphic pop up. Their comment. I love the cord cable stuff. Looks beautiful.
Is that
sure
not
that is nice
the most
That-
organized?
Have you ever seen anything that cool? Who
I don't know that
stores
I've
all
seen-
the cables, right? That's
Mine's in a
great way.
box
That's
in
a
a
great
basement, and
I also have cassette tapes.
they're terrible.
What's that?
Yeah, what's that? What do we ever do with that?
You got mixtapes?
I got mixtapes in there, yep.
You know, just burn it onto a
Waste
CD-ROM.
promotional jingles?
Those are probably from my,
WACE.
those, yep, that was from a KWCR assignment.
Beethoven,
Mistress.
Top 10,
Okay, that
number
one's
2,
probably from her.
Debussy, Minstrels.
Yeah, so that's Stacey's a piano minor, so she played lots of piano.
There
Anyway,
you
so
go.
there you go. That's what I've been up to, playing video.
Man.
Who's next?
It's no Gordon Lightfoot, but we'll
Yeah,
let her
what it
fly.
is.
Cool. So what's going on? Everybody else. Let's go with Robin first because she has to leave early. So I want to make sure we get through your stuff.
Yes, I have a lovely concert with my lovely fiance to watch the lovely Gemini Syndrome, because I apparently just really need to scream and hit someone. So I don't know why. I just get that urge every once in a while.
Enjoy it. That's okay.
I do. It's very cathartic. And going in with the hitting someone, Pokemon Go. Anyone? Am I the only one playing Pokemon Go?
I haven't heard of it.
I played with the kid. You haven't heard of it? I'm
What's
pretty sure you
this
guys both
strange
fucked a lure as soon as
thing?
you sat down.
I would if I could have.
Yes, you're not at a Pokestop, dear.
You said still putting some incense out for everybody? Or is that just for you?
I think it's
Just for
just
you.
you. Yeah.
Right, so-
Noob.
Well, we
But-
make a Pokestop at my house.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I could give two craps less about Pokemon in general with the Rattata and the Charmander and the Chalupa and the Shikubara and how they all evolve. But now, we all know that, like, the youth has gotten into Pokemon, and so I was like, well, you know, I'm the one with the cell phone, so I'll look at this and see how it is. And we were wandering around the city park, and everyone was, like, running up to my child, high-fiving her and saying, yeah, go little trainer. And she was like,
Really?
I love Pokemon.
Oh, wow.
It was pretty adorable because you can always tell when somebody's playing Pokemon Go because their phone is straight up.
Right.
And then every once in a while, flick.
Which is different because I saw a guy walking today on campus, because on campus it's a madhouse. But I saw one guy that was doing this with his thumb, and I thought, he's not playing Pokemon Go because he's scrolling through his feed. I saw 6 other people that were this.
Yep.
And just, yeah, it's true.
Body language. But that's been the main thing that I've been doing game-wise. I just picked up Song of the Deep, and that was the one that was released through GameStop, because GameStop's turned on to be their own publisher.
Right.
So Insomniac and GameStop released this. It's like all of $15. Super fun. You guys are going to really like it because it has a little bit of an art style of Child of Light for like cutscenes and some of the character animation. But the basic movement, they call it like a Metroidvania kind of thing. But
are they selling it digitally, or do you have to
Yep.
buy it in store?
you don't have to buy it in the store. I bought it in the store, but I'm really enjoying
it.
it.
VR again? Then you said that VR was.
I didn't play it again,
Okay.
but it was there, and every time that I go and bump into VR, I'm like, guys, the VR setup is at GameStop.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So that's my world right now.
Yeah. What about you, Rachel?
Yeah, so I've also been playing a lot of Pokemon Go, and...
Raise your hand if you're surprised, first of all.
Woo!
Nobody.
Nope.
Okay, so I've liked Pokemon since I was a little one, and I was one of the ones who continued to play Pokemon since...
That's true.
That's-
You have been, like, we talk about
since,
reds
like,
and blues and whites and
yeah.
blacks, like, I don't even know what these mean.
Yeah, like, just the different generations. Like, I've stayed on top of it. Oh, and I know Pokemon Go is that...
Didn't you start with red and blue?
I don't even think I did. I think I'm not even that...
Quite that.
So I started with
POG.
gold and silver,
Okay,
but I went back. I went...
the second
Yeah, because when
iteration,
when
right?
Red and Blue came out, I was like...
a baby.
Yeah,
A little
So
lad.
when I was born, the Game Boy Advance was popular. I went back and I played them, but that's the one that got me started.
So little.
Yeah. So so I love Pokemon forever, and I have been made fun of for liking Pokemon as an adult,
And now everyone's
and
out.
now I hate it. I'm the stupid hipster, but it's just like, you made fun of me for doing this 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and now you're the... I hate you.
That's funny.
Wow.
I know, it's super humorous to me, but I've been every night when I get off of work, I like go to the park, and there are, I want to say like hundreds of people, but maybe not hundreds of people, but it seems like it, seriously, and we're...
It's like,
More than normally should be.
Yeah, like, I've never seen a park that full, not even when I
Wow.
was little. It's crazy, and it's amazing, because I don't know if it's amazing or if it's just, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but it's unreal almost
I think the
to
most,
me.
like, the best part of it is that, you know, like, people play games very much alone, and they can be, like, closet gamers. Like, you would never know this person
True,
played
true.
games. And so now we're all very much out in the open.
Talking to strangers. Like,
Yeah.
I've talked to strangers.
Yeah. Seriously, it's crazy. And just, like, I don't know, when you're in a certain area and a bunch of people and you all see, like, a girl at the same time, you just all look at each other and, like, oh, did you get it? Did you get it? Like, it's crazy. But it's been, besides Pokemon Go, I've just been working and just trying to sort my life out. And,
No pressure.
yeah, no pressure at all. Deciding, just things like that.
So adulting, like, every chance you get.
Adulting as much as I can, and life is doing its best at just being itself. So, yeah, so it's not too bad, but no complaints. Things have been going pretty swell.
Sorry.
But Pokemon Go is really all I had time for. I did meet someone. Shout out to a coworker named Parker. We were talking about places we wanted to visit, and he said, what did he say? I forgot, but we started talking about it, and I was like, well, I've never heard of that place before. He was like, well, have you ever played Uncharted 2? because he's like, that's where Nathan Drake goes. And I was like, I had no idea that was an actual country. Oh wow! So that was kind of cool.
History lesson for the day.
Yeah. So he was like, that's what inspired me to go there. And I was like, I played that game, and I didn't.
Where did it go?
It was like, it started with the B. It was like
Bangladesh?
No,
Bogota.
That one, I think.
Bogota.
Yeah. So.
Is it
cool.
Bogota or is it Bogota?
I don't know.
I think you said Bogota.
Are you talking about Colombia?
Bogota.
Where is Uncharted 2? Take place.
I don't
I don't remember.
All I remember is the frozen place and the desert place.
Nice.
That's what I remember.
So that's and still tons of Rocket League. We've been jamming with Masta. I want to say I've been getting better, but it just really depends on my night. So, yeah.
So have you gotten to the point where like spray painting your clan tag in the park to claim your territory?
No, but there is Leon and I pick different teams, and that
Whoa!
that is what I would do.
People
literally
are
tagging
actually
the
tagging
parks with
teams.
Team Mystic.
Hey, go Team Mystic, Team Mystic.
Oh wow! On top of like the plaque.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's an epidemic, I think.
Yeah.
Like
you
sometimes
shouldn't
you
be
get the
allowed to
bird
play
flu.
outside if you're gonna ruin stuff for everybody.
This is why we can't buy nice
Right.
things.
Jeez.
Funny. So yeah, things have been good. Hopefully I'll be able to game more soon. But that's just life happens.
It'll come.
What about you,
Well,
Sir Jeff?
Hopefully we'll all have time soon. It was a good week. I started a new job and have been able to. I played a little bit of video games. We played a little bit of Destiny over the weekend. Ran another raid with the crew.
Shock.
I'm just, dude. Honestly, I wouldn't be playing nearly as much Destiny right now if people would get Overwatch. If I could just get people to play Overwatch with me, I wouldn't be playing nearly as much Destiny. But that's
I feel guilty.
not happening.
I feel like it's my fault now.
Why do you think people aren't playing Overwatch?
Because they're afraid of a game that is purely PvP, like 100% PvP. But what's really cool, I talked about this last week, but what's really cool about Overwatch is it is zero pressure PvP. Like, if you lose, at the end of the match, it doesn't give you, like, a rank of, like, who was the best on your team and who was the worst on your team.
Do you have to talk to people?
No.
You don't?
No, you can totally jump out of the game chat. But like, it is just so low pressure and mellow that I go in and I play because it's fun and it's like this. It's like gaming is supposed to be like this escape from reality, right? And Overwatch provides that without it being stressful. Everything that I want to do in Destiny, anything that's left to do that's interesting to me to do in Destiny is a little bit stressful. So, like, Iron Banner is stressful. Trials of Osiris is stressful. Raids are always a little bit stressful. But I love it because I have a crew to play with. So as long as I have a crew to play with, I have a good time. But, like, I really do. I do wish that I had a crew to play Overwatch with. So if you're out there and you're listening and you want to play, hit me up on PSN.
Jeff needs a friend to play with.
Mr. Hawks on PSN, MRHOX, and we'll jam. Overwatch is awesome. Marox, yeah.
You can find Marox.
Marox. Outside of that, really, like, I actually played a little bit of Rocket League this week, just because I was like, I feel like I'm falling behind everybody. I definitely have, like, I suck at it. But, like, Rocket League kind of satisfies that same itch. Like, I just want to go escape for a little bit and goof around.
Just a little chumon
Hit a ball.
And that may not be true if you're playing, like, 2v2 or 4v4 or whatever, but, like, I just go in and I'm like, I'm going to practice doing, like, rocket shots. Boost practice mode, and I just drive around and try. And it's super fun. I'm enjoying it.
I need to
get
in, and I think Master Dugong gave us that tip. He was like, you got to get in there and do this one thing over and over, because I had the hardest time hitting the ball the right direction or any direction. Like it's just like melee. I'm just out there like.
I have to stop pushing the gas button. That's
right?
my big problem.
That's your big step, right?
I'm just like, I just want to go. Why am I just want to go the whole time.
And you're hoping that you intersect the ball at the right point.
That's
right
basically it.
I don't know
just figure eight enough.
Hit both or like I don't know the answer, but that's what I need to do.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Cool. Figuring out, just new stuff. New job stuff has been kind of the focus of the last few days. And I'm excited. I loved working at White Clouds, and I'm excited to be working somewhere new. So
that's cool.
That's it.
I think that's way cool.
Should we jump into the news?
I haven't looked at it. Should we jump into the news?
Let's do it.
I would like to.
to the news. All right, news number one. So we have a cool news week. First of all, we have a couple of No Man's Sky little ditties.
Yes, I love that.
Which is always fun. But first of all, the U.S. game charts are changing. And this
Thank
is big
God.
news. Big freaking news.
Yeah.
Because, as you guys have heard, I personally never buy physical copies of games anymore. It's not. I'm not interested in
I've
having
given
crap
up.
on shelves, and I also game share with a friend. So, the U.S. game charts next Thursday, July 21st, the NPD group will finally start including digital sales in the U.S. figures that they release. So, publishers such as Activision, Capcom, Deep Silver, EA, Square Enix, Take-Two, Warner, Ubisoft, they're all supporting this new digital games tracking service. Some first-party publishers have kind of pushed against it. Bethesda, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, they haven't signed on yet, but I'm sure that as digital trafficking continues to expand, they're going to have to at some point.
How could
they have
you
investors.
be so dumb to not do
They
that?
have investors, right? So at some point, they have to be coughing up sales figures and sales data on everything that they can,
Right.
especially if it's doing well. It doesn't make sense to me that you wouldn't publish that information.
It's like, oh, just kidding.
Right.
Surprise.
Well, what it does is, it cuts your sales numbers off at their feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like here's our physical. We know that more and more people are switching to digital, so why would you not want to incorporate those numbers? Like those are good numbers, right? They're not bad numbers, unless they're afraid of making it look like their digital sales aren't doing as well. And maybe there's something there that we're not fully understanding.
Do we not understand the addition? Like digital sales and physical copies? I mean,
Right.
you sell game. I don't care how you sell it. You
Right.
just sell it.
Game got
And it's an
I
addition
would think
problem.
that's something that investors would want to know, though, right? Like
That's-
wouldn't shareholders, stakeholders,
I
whatever.
would want to know if I was investing.
I think I would.
You're right, but I think you're right that maybe they're just afraid that it would hurt them. It wouldn't boost them, and that like their sales compared to everyone else's, it's just like like those names that you say, like Bethesda's games are bigger. I could see why people go out and buy physical copies. And Nintendo, like their game selection online is weak. So yeah, I bet that would hurt their sales.
Kind of interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to watch over the next couple of months and see how the rest of these publishers kind of react. I think because there's got to be a reason, whether we get it or not. There's got to be a reason there. Because I don't get it. So like, there's got to be a reason. I mean, people smarter than me work at Sony, so there's got to be a reason. It would be interesting if we could get a glimpse into that. So, Shu, if you're listening, just pop me a private message, bro. No Man's Sky. News number 1 for No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
This is actually news number 2, but it's number 1 for No Man's Sky.
News. It's great news.
Rating summary. So, ESRB has just rated No Man's Sky. Got a teen rating. And I'm
Why?
pretty sure
Because
we
you
all
can
kind of
kill stuff?
expected that, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be
And?
teen. I mean, it's just news because it's news.
Okay.
Because it happened.
I didn't think it was going to be teen.
What did you think it was going to be, E?
Yeah.
Because
Good.
it's pretty colorful. Like, it doesn't look gory, but I know you can kill things, right? Like, you can shoot at
They
things.
haven't shown it, have they?
I think they've talked about it, though.
I think that's why I thought it was
Like,
going
you
to
can
be E.
upgrade guns on your ship.
Right. And then
Like
people
kill
like
dinosaurs.
as you reap more from certain
Whoa,
planets.
I just thought, what if you
other
made
people come, like,
a
watch
planet
the
go
food.
extinct?
You could.
Probably
what if you did, and then people that went
Ooh.
there after to get materials are like, everything's dead.
Jeff was here.
Yeah.
And you named
Well,
it,
you can.
you named it like
Earth.
Jeff's Bane. And like just murdered everything.
You'd have to be pretty tough though, because I believe what part of the process is the more you pull out of a planet, that's when like its own alert system or whatever, like its own sentries come and attack you.
Right.
So you'd have to be able to survive that. But that obviously just killing there.
Yeah,
You know.
it'll be interesting to see.
So
I'm excited.
that'll be fun.
Okay, so teen, rated teen. So that just means more people will be playing, or more, I guess, younger people will be able to play it.
Wow, they're not.
Moving on, No Man's Sky
Wait, I
news.
thought we had another No Man's
We
Sky.
do. We're going to save it for
Okay,
the
save
end.
it. Save it.
Deus Ex Mankind Divided. So this is a kind of interesting post, only because it confirms something that everyone that is a fan of No Man's Sky has been after. It is that there will be a New Game Plus mode that carries your stats into your New Game Plus. Have you guys played a Deus Ex game in the past? They're freaking awesome,
I have
and
not.
they are a lot of work. So what's cool about No Man's Sky?
Deus
blah.
Ex.
What's cool about Deus Ex is you have these skill trees that are very specific and very defined. So like you have stealth skill trees. You can go through this new game, the entire game, boss fights and everything without killing a single person. From A to Z, 100% stealth
mode.
Never kill anyone. So if you do that, the reason I think this New Game Plus approach is really cool and the ability to take your skills and your points that you've applied to your character over into a new game is, to me, that opens up an entirely new way of playing the game round 2 because you've already got this stealth skill tree built out, so you can incorporate stealth with action, right?
Got it.
In a way that you would never be able to do with a single playthrough. And so I'm super looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really, really cool.
I think that does add a nice level of, even just for the replay or for the choices.
Yeah, definitely replayability.
I feel like in Uncharted 4, like, you have that option to do a lot of stealthing, because you get into these moments where you should, like, hide through some of the grass and stuff down and get to the next thing, and maybe... But I always screwed it up.
I know, I was going to say, like...
I was never meant to finish this in stealth mode.
No, I am not stealth. It's like running through like a pregnant elephant.
You just jump out there with your rocket
shotgun, let's go.
I love it. Like, I freaking love it. Yeah, in Metal Gear Solid,
I like it. I just can't
every mission I play in Metal Gear Solid, I'm like, how many people can I just not kill? Like, let's see if I can get through without killing. And you actually get bonus. You get bonuses in Metal Gear Solid. You're rating for
you get bonuses in heaven if you don't kill people.
That's true. But your rank for that mission goes up the fewer people that you kill. And so in a lot of I mean, another game that's very similar to Deus Ex in that regard is Dishonored 2 that's going to be coming out.
Yeah.
Right.
Another game where you can go through the entire game without killing anyone. And the outcomes of the games are wildly different depending on your approach.
Could you go through a whole game of Pokemon Go without killing any Pokemon?
No, because you have to feed them to each other.
That's gross. Like, we were just talking about that. Like, in order to feed them, you have to, like, trade them in, and then they turn
them off.
Well, maybe
they turn into candy.
Well, this professor maybe
in
he's just like...
exchange.
What I wish is that they slowly morphed into these cannibalistic things, so you had to make a choice.
Because
how cute do I want my Pokemon to be versus how strong do I want it to be? Because the stronger he gets, the more, like, deranged... Like the more like googly-eyed he gets, and like he's angry and he's drooling, and like he's got sharp teeth.
Oh, you'd lose the kids.
This took like a totally dark
horror movie.
Like a dark
turn. That would be cool though, wouldn't it?
My mother calls Pokemon the Michael Vick game.
Essentially Gremlins.
Oh,
wow.
Make the animals fight each other.
Wouldn't it be like? I mean, really? So it would be like Gremlins, right? Like
basically.
They slowly morph into just these nasty
little things.
Like what if
you couldn't feed them after midnight?
Bulbasaur turns into like just
you can't fight.
Bulbasaur turns into something that he sounds like. He sounds like a Bulbasaur. Like turns into this gnarly pustule that like.
I love the picture that mascot Glenn put in our chat because it was Fallout Go.
Oh yeah.
Fallout Go, and it's a little girl running an AR monster from Fallout. It was like,
that's funny.
That would be freaky scary.
News number 4. Adam Boyce has officially left kind of the corporate Sony side to go into game development.
PlayStation for a long
That's
time, right?
terrifying for Sony because he is so good. Like he's been
Yeah,
championing
he's great
all
on stage.
of the.
He's like the indie champ, right?
Right.
The indie champ, and also Nick Sutner, who was the coordinator for the indie dev outreach. Basically, like he would go to all the festivals, and I talked to him for like 2-3 years. And now he's out doing his own thing as well. So I'm just like, oh, Sony, please don't make mistakes. These are great people. Get even greater people. Please don't mess up.
That's.
You have one job.
You have one job. Keep really good talent.
But then again, it's kind of fun for him because he gets to go and do what he loves to do. And that giving this visibility that he's going to be able to step right out into the indie world or whatever dev world he gets to. I don't know if he's going AAA or if he even said where he's going.
Yeah.
Whatever he does, everyone's going to touch it. Right? Everyone's going to be like, all right, I'll see what you got.
We trust you.
Yeah.
You got connections.
Yeah.
We can you have good ideas.
The cool thing about this guy is when he comes on stage, you can tell he loves games.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, that's what's fun about him is
he's electric.
He feels like one of us, where there are a lot of people that go on these stages, especially at like E3, where you have like some of the bigger names come on stage and be like, "Oh, we love games," blah, 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 like that. You can just tell
it's an act.
They're like we're here because we're getting paid. In fact, wasn't it EA is making Battlefield, so it's for Battlefield, and they had like Zac Efron and who was the other? It was like Zac Efron and Snoop Dogg or something. And they were there in front, and like, are you guys so pumped to play Battlefield 1? Are you guys pumped? And Zac Efron's like, yeah. super pumped.
Cool.
And I was like, that's lame. I would rather you pull someone out of the crowd and be like, hey, do you guys want? We're gonna pick 4 people out of the crowd. I don't give a crap if they have a celebrity name attached to them. I want to see people that are interested in playing games.
I want genuine.
And Adam Boyes always seemed like he was freaking pumped to be there.
Ready to go. Yep.
So kind of cool. He's going back to game development. I'm excited for him. I hope
him happy.
Wish him well. Last piece of news.
That's what I'm so excited about.
Piece of No Man's Sky news.
So excited.
No Man's Sky has officially gone gold.
It can't come back. It can't be delayed. It's going.
Late last week they tweeted that No Man's Sky had officially gone gold. Sean Murray, the director of No Man's Sky, said, No Man's Sky just went gold. I'm so incredibly proud of this tiny team. 4 years of emotions. For those asking,
so many years.
And then in a follow-up tweet said, for those asking, No Man's Sky on disc is 6 gigabytes.
Yep.
And a lot of that is audio. That's
really?
That's crazy when you consider
when
you consider like the size of most games today.
Right.
The fact that they were able to squeeze a game that will take you the rest of your life, and your New Game Plus
18
life.
quintillion planets.
So your life and New Game Plus in real life to get to all of these planets.
Wow.
Is less than 6 gigs.
I think that's truly impressive. That was why I canceled the physical pre-order and just went digital pre-order.
You don't think
it's little enough space that you can just do it?
Oh, yeah.
So you don't think that 6 gig size is like pop the disc in and now download the other 25?
I don't think so.
No.
You think
they wouldn't be bragging about it then.
That's true.
And
although people just
additionally though, you're also dealing with a procedurally generated game, right?
Yeah.
Like everything in the game is
procedurally
procedurally generated. And if that really is the case, it makes sense that it's a smaller game because it's not built out already.
True.
Like, it's just mathematic equations that are just piecing everything together as it goes.
This is like the vector version of an image.
Oh, I feel like where you're going with that.
Yeah.
So
this is like Illustrator versus Photoshop.
I like where you're going with that. That's interesting thinking right there.
What I do.
Wow.
It's a good idea.
The good ideas.
Think that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.
I like that news.
That's some good news.
Yeah, it was a fun news week.
I've been thinking about No Man's Sky, and I think I'm still going to pre-order. I haven't yet, but I still think that with the Amazon Prime pre-order, discount.
Right.
I think I don't know. It'll be like my Pokemon Go, except for here's the difference with a No Man's Sky. Like part of the Pokemon Go fun is seeing people out there, but it's also comparing your or battling for the gyms, right? No Man's Sky is similarly like. The world is your oyster, and instead of catching Pokemons, you're capturing little planets, but you get no battling of gyms. You don't get to run.
What if there is battling?
There isn't.
What if you fight people for their planets?
Isn't he so you never find
like
anybody?
A whole new world order.
Yeah. What if there's like a really good planet with like, I don't know, candy? And everyone wants it.
You're guaranteed to eventually stumble upon a planet that's been named some like Nazi regime name.
All right, I'll give you that.
I mean, for a year, there's going to be somebody playing that game that's like, I'm going to turn this star into a swastika, and people are going to be like, I'm going to avoid that one. We're gonna pass. We're going to go past that one.
But what if people want to beat him up? What if there's a
Death Star that you could shoot at it? Oh, that would be sweet.
What
if they could incorporate?
You can't procedurally generate that.
No, but think about it. Think about it. Remember Ready Player One? Like,
right.
No Man's Sky
is
potentially the foundation of a Ready Player One world, right?
Like they'd all,
So it's like, holy cow, we have this procedurally generated thing, but we can inject generated things into it. So we can say, like, even though the universe is procedurally generated, we are going to throw the Death Star right here. And people that can find it, and they can go in and use it to blow up other star systems. That would be freaking sweet. That would be awesome. That would make me happy. Anyway,
good news, though. That's some good news.
Should we jump into new releases?
Okay, so for PlayStation 4, we have Arcade Archives Gradius 2. That comes out on the 15th.
It wouldn't be a week without an Arcade Archives.
Right.
Assault Suit, let me zoom in, Lanos. Assault Suit Lanos. Daydreamer Awakened Edition. Dex. Ghostbusters.
Massive crapper, from what I've heard.
Yeah, they said it basically poops on your childhood.
Essentially, it's...
Which one is this?
It's
Ghostbusters,
just the movie.
the movie.
Oh, Oh, that's a horrible idea.
And the new movie's supposed to
Just
supposedly
because they
terrible.
want greedily, they just want some greedy money.
Supposedly it's like legitimately horrible and should not be watched.
Yeah.
Well, the game apparently is like
Just as
12
bad.
times worse.
Yeah.
We also have Killstrain, Kerbal Space Program,
Yay.
Last Wings, Militant, Resident Evil 5, Song of the Deep, Super Mutant Alien Assault, Typewriter, and Video Ball.
Typewriter is
Right.
so cool.
Typewriter.
Typewriter,
I think it's on
Like
iOS.
Typewriter. Like,
Oh.
it's so cool because it takes you through like the history of typography, and you're like this little colon running around.
Cool.
It's way
It's
cool.
so
I like
neat.
that idea.
Huh.
Typewriter, Video Ball. For the Vita, we have Last Wings, Mobile Suit Gundam, Extreme versus Force,
Dude, I loved that show. As
or
a kid.
VS Force.
Mobile Suit Gundam was sweet.
That was good. That was good.
Panda Rider, and Typewriter also for your Vita.
Very
Gotta
cool.
check that one out.
And
It's
then-
on, I'm pretty sure it's on
so
iOS.
the
That's
ones
where I
we
played it.
recommend then this week: Song of the Deep, right?
Yes,
Typewriter.
because I'm a geek, you may not enjoy it as much. It's just a side scroller thing.
It's
That
the- You're a special kind of
Is
geek.
Killstrain the one that was the?
stealth release.
No, is Killstrain the one that was done by David Jaffe? The dude, the
not
Twisted Metal
remember.
guy.
I cannot
Is
remember.
that Killstrain? I don't know.
Killstrain is the
I
one where
think I'm
you are
wrong.
Merc versus Alien.
Okay, that's wrong. No, Killstrain's the one that looks like Helldivers then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, yeah, like
Yeah.
an HD Helldivers. I wonder what that got rated. Because if that's good, if that got good reviews, I'd pick it up because I loved Helldivers. Metacritic, let's see what it is. Before we move on,
One says, everyone I know that's seen Ghostbusters says it's bad, but not the worst sequel bad, like a lot of people are saying.
5v5v2. So it's a 5v5v2. I don't know what that means. 2 teams of 5 players battle to contain and control a mysterious and powerful energy source, codenamed the Strain.
Dun, 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 dun.
So
Bum-a-bum.
kill the Strain. Cool. All right. Well,
Strain.
there are no reviews up yet.
Oh.
As soon as there are reviews, we'll revisit the conversation.
All right. I downloaded Tetris Ultimate on that big sale from last
Yes.
week.
Oh my gosh, I bought so many little bitty
ones,
games.
Yeah.
It was
I got I
like
Am
your
Bread.
total should be $140.
No, you
Your
were-
real total
Ape
is
crazy.
$23. I'm like,
Man.
yes.
I didn't go that crazy, but I got 3 or 4.
Cool. Right on, ladies and gentlemen. We may wrap it up before...
Sure. I think
We're
we'll leave
good
the
to
stream
go.
up for a minute, but
I like that.
we'll wrap up the show and send it off.
Awesome. So this has been episode 103, ladies and gentlemen, of Little Big Cast. Thank you for joining us. Special shout out, as always, to our Patreon subscribers and supporters. We love you guys. Next week, Ben is going to be joining us on the show,
Sweet.
so he'll be here.
We still got to figure out a way to get Master Dugong on the show. I could probably do it with this setup. We could Skype him in.
Yeah, we need to
Real
get
world.
you, dude. So if you're
Vidpresso.
available, join us. As always, if you'd like to be one of our Patreons, feel free to go to patreon.com/littlebigcast. And if not, we're going to keep doing this every week because that's what we like to do, and it's fun to hang out and chat
It's
with
fun.
you guys in chat and us in real life because we're nerds nerding out briefly in the hectic lives that we live.
That was
So it's
nerd.
good.
This is
Anyway.
our poker night.
My name is Jeff Hawks. You can follow me on Twitter at Jeff Hawks. You can follow me on PSN at MRHOX. That's Marox.
I love to say that. I just love to say it.
It's just
Could
fun.
be worse.
You
I
can find
suppose.
me. You can find me at the Night 20 KNITE20 just about anywhere.
I'm Pirate Rachel with the 3 instead of an E. You can follow me on the Twitter, and then do
And you can
that
find
one.
her at the park looking for Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
I'll
also
be
be
there,
there. Nice.
Yeah. With
Together.
youth in tow.
That's the excuse.
So you'll find me either actually outside enjoying fresh air for some strange reason. Thank you, Pokemon. Nah. Or you can find me on PSN at Lil352. LIL352.
Hit us up. Let's do some games.
And this has been the Little Big Cast 103. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next time.